Oh no, they're inside each other.
Oh, shit. They are one.
What a way to start the day.
Shit. Well.
I'm into it. I ship them.
I don't. I think Kim deserves better.
I think Kim deserves a lot better. Alright.
Cool.
So why don't you introduce us while I clean my plate?
Hey everyone, we are welcome back. First of all, if you are new here, welcome. We're Anthropology. I'm Izza.
I'm licking ice cream off my plate.
Yeah, that's Momo. And if you are a returnee, welcome back, because we are pleased to have you here.
We're finally playing back at my house again. You can tell because of the creaky chair.
Oh shit, friends! We've told you about the saga of Momo's
fucking broken computer. Oh shit! We just swore within the first 10 seconds.
We did not. It's been way longer than 10 seconds.
It's been way longer than 10 seconds. Yeah. So if you don't know, there are new YouTube rules to be like, we've got to make everything safe for the children.
Except we didn't mark this as for children. Anyway, friends,
what a saga.
What are we doing? We're talking to the truck drivers. We're continuing on that quest, aren't we?
We've got a bunch of things to do. We discovered that this guy over here is actually a truck driver.
And we
but
think
let's
he's
just quickly review our quests.
He's just like
selling all the shit that he's stolen from his own lorry, right?
Well, he can't go anywhere, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, hey, that's a what do you call it? Like a
he's enterprising
businessman. That's what I was trying to say. Oh,
fuck, your mic is a disaster. Hang on, eh?
That was hilarious.
Let's resolve this. Let's not spend ages here. Let's just refresh a little bit.
I'm gonna spend as long as I damn well want.
Sure, we just do it every time.
Yeah.
And what we
gotta open the door, the mysterious door.
Is that time bound? No.
You have a key. The door is behind the greenhouse in the yard.
So what is time bound is these ones.
I think those are tomorrow. But anyway, what day is it? How do we find that out? I think it's Tuesday.
It's day 2.
Yeah, really useful information. I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday.
I'm quite keen on going to speak with the lady inside. What's her name? Lena?
Oh yeah, a bunch of you said that there was something we hadn't asked Lena, so the lady in the wheelchair, so we will do that. Someone's using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients. 3 drivers, talk to them. Someone must know something.
So we've talked to one driver.
Well, 2, because we talked to the racist guy and we talked to the lady with the white hair.
Okay, I wonder which 3 it counts in, because there's also the guy that's smoking, and then this guy is also a driver.
I think we should talk to him because we're right here.
Yeah.
She has something to tell you, but we need a badge.
Oh, yeah.
Which we think maybe she has.
She's got our badge.
Well, I don't know if she has it, because why would she say, you need to give me your badge?
Because she knows we don't have it.
Well, maybe.
Oh, yes.
We have to ask the
but we have to get through
but we can't get there yet.
That one is timed, so we need to go there. Is it tonight or tomorrow? I don't remember which day we're on yet.
After 9 p.m.
Oh, filled Tuesday. We can always check today if I don't remember what day we're on.
Yeah, once we get to 9 p.m.
Okay.
Close the water lock on Wednesday. Yeah, so we were wanting to talk to all these guys before Wednesday because we think they might be able to leave.
I definitely want the dice.
Yeah, right. Fucking overpriced dice. I mean, they're not overpriced for the amount of work that she's going to put into them, but like we've
got no money. So can I suggest we?
Oh, that's right. Okay, so this is Monday quests, and now it's Tuesday. We've still got to do all the stuff that's for Monday, but now it's Tuesday.
But only some of them
tell what day it is. It's just like whatever logic pattern Momo is using. It's so profoundly disconnected from reality that I don't know where to begin.
You're just trying, and I was actually just using an example of someone else just before we were talking about where you're trying to figure out someone's schematic in their head and you can't. And you're like, I don't know how to fix this for them. Okay, can I suggest we chat with these peeps, and then the guy who's smoking as well, because then this is all done, at least in time.
We might not have investigated
Everything's
this.
still cool here, officer.
That's great.
Let's ask him his stance on drugs.
What's your stance on
Drugs?
drugs?
I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
Sure. I love this
Unless
guy's
you're
accent.
into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah. Tasty, tasty drugs.
Let's get into it.
For a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbour. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's
Amazing.
so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But we know he is a lorry
Okay.
driver.
So,
Maybe he's turned street vendor.
He's just
A
lying to
blatant
our
lie,
face.
sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know
I
better.
fucking love drama.
Yeah, you really like it. I reckon we could put another point in there if we wanted
Yes.
to. But you are a lorry man if another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right?
Yes.
I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
Fair enough.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Uh-huh.
He spreads his arms. Okay, so what are our options here? You forgot to tell me, which is not true. He didn't. So you were embarrassed to tell me? I don't think that's true either.
I mean, I think that both of these are just Harry here
Letting him off or
kind
giving
of
him
like
hassling.
hassling him a little bit. Yeah, trying to put a bit of heat on him.
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation? And ooh, sealing. My source tells me you're the one transporting drugs to Union. I think he's just been sitting here and for however long, and it's been going on for fucking ages, and he's just like, fuck it.
I feel like if it's not him, he's likely to know who it is.
Yeah, I
So I'm a little bit cautious to be super rough with him because I want him to stay on side, but I keep having this problem where I want everyone to be on side.
Yeah, I wonder if it is the smoker. But yeah, you're right. Let's ask him. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbour?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
I don't know if I
And
believe him.
what crowd is that?
Yeah, good question, Kim.
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
A lot of people who sell drugs don't actually do drugs.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Oh, can we get a bit rough with him in the middle there? Oh, what about the bottom one?
Yeah.
Which is okay if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling this. That's a bit of a we're threatening him. Even if he's not the one who's selling it, then we're like, well, we'll tell your employer you were selling it.
Yeah. But I like this one more than the other two.
Okay, let's do it.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him
Ooh.
there. After we've called his boss.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Yeah, fair enough.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
I like the top option, which is if you don't want to get this into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on.
No, but that's sort of knocking him out, right?
Oh, is it
because
not the
then
opposite?
people will be like, you were pressured by the cops and you told them something. We heard them pressuring you.
Yeah. I think you're right. Sorry, I thought it was the other way. Yeah, we're buddies. Yeah.
Help us out. No one will know it was you.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Was it,
White-haired lady. But we didn't
Yeah.
really think it was her because she was just like so out of it. I mean, She said she wasn't on drugs.
Well,
But
she wasn't.
seemed like she was on drugs.
She wasn't the odd. She did seem like she was on drugs. She wasn't the odd soul, but that doesn't mean she's not involved with the murder. That's not what we're looking into. We're looking into the drug trade.
That's true.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
Ooh, unless there's someone else that we haven't talked to.
Yeah. The odd soul.
The odd soul. Shall we ask outright if it's Pale Driver? Dazed out, strange. Is it?
Yeah,
Is the
yeah.
lady
Because
driver?
if it's not her, then he'll just tell us, right?
I hope so.
Is it the lady driver? Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Points to Pale Driver, dazed out and
I
strange.
don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
Okay.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
Okay. Who are these other drivers who talk?
Yeah.
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
We are cool, but
We
we're going to
are
ask a few more
cool.
questions.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points north.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Could
Okay.
she be associated with the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that.
Okay, well,
okay.
look.
Cool. We're cool. We're
All
cool.
right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses.
Nah,
detective.
I want to go.
Both of
I want to
you.
speak with the smoker.
You
I want
deserve
to.
it.
I want to look at his
Yeah, you're
his
driving.
stock.
Here you go.
How do you look at his stock?
You can chat with him, I
You
thought.
keep coming
yeah.
back. That's good, officer. Keep
The edgy
dodging those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Shit.
Browse through
You
the
find
box.
your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends.
Yep,
The
you know
box
about all
smells
of
like
this.
cat piss.
Yeah, we're...
Economical, but also trendy.
No,
Look,
So he's
first
only
hand.
got the itchy
Why
pants. I thought he had
second hand?
other stuff as
Keep
well.
the
other
economy
boxes on
moving.
there.
Oh yeah.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
So we've
We're
inspected the
not
sneakers.
spending $50 on sneakers.
Absolutely not. But can we look at the speakers? We haven't looked at that option.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable Faun Ultras atop them. A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, Solidarity Aid from the People's Republic of Samara. The speakers themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
I feel like anything has the potential to be magical within this world.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
We can pat the poor little speakers.
Yes, that's right.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay, poor little
No,
speakers.
don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaran garbage.
But
Don't
can't
even
I
look
just-
at them. Check out these super cool, fun ultras instead.
Can't I just buy the sad conquered Samaran speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
But that's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
Yeah.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
Oh my gosh, do we actually want the speakers? Yeah.
I feel like I'm emotionally committed to these speakers now.
Yeah, you don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them...
Oh no, how much is it going to charge for them?
But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground.
That's fair, but you could get like a box.
If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Damn, so you have to buy the sneakers first.
$50.
Well, we don't have money like that. So.
But we can get those speakers if we want them.
Oh, I
For
see
$50.50.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A var-
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Rummage through the
These
box.
are all boring. Boring
we already
third-rate
done this?
ho-hum sunglasses
It was
made
orange.
of cheap
Yeah.
Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
Of
Those
sunglasses.
UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show.
Ha.
If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
It's like those sunglasses you get from the petrol stations.
Yeah.
Which
are all
I love
first
mine from
rate
the petrol station,
sunglasses.
but I don't think they...
Premium design, super material, very cool.
Ooh.
UV resistant. These will
Let's-
definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Can we look at conceptualization? What does that say?
Yeah.
Okay, 28%.
I mean, it seems like it's always worth doing white checks because you
Yes, let's do it.
you
Try
have to
again.
put more points into it to succeed anyway, right?
Yeah. So
Which my brain finds weirdly difficult to conceptualize, but anyway. I see a pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says sub-insulindic rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand carved out of bone.
Ooh.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
For the first time, the street vendor's voice trails off as he watches you inspect the glasses.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue.
Yes.
I like this.
All right, but these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater.
They're cool.
Yeah, but like we're in a
Yes.
mood.
But they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Yeah.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
The street vendor has picked up his pace again as you observe the world through deep sea tinted
And
lenses.
they can be yours for a mere 3 real.
Yes.
My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found
Let's ask him what he thinks.
Yes, yeah.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination.
Well, we're
It's a
also
case to
wearing.
him.
I love that he's taking it seriously.
You look like a musician. Like
Oh.
a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Yes. We lose a perception, but we gain an inland
Let's do it,
empire.
'cause
a
as you've
man
pointed
who
out
knows
before,
his style. Much respect.
you've pointed out before that we've got all these different options for different things we want to do.
Yeah.
So, particularly if there's other checks we want to do. So
I don't think it's equipped them automatically, has it?
it has not.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to.
Let's try them.
Oh yeah, we look mad cool. What has that done to our stats?
Neg 1 to perception plus 1 to, was it Inland Empire? I've lost.
Yeah, yes it was.
So perception's still 4.
Inland Empire's gone up to 5.
I do, right, so we're just swapping them over. Perception would've been 5.
I would rather this be on 5.
Yeah, likewise.
But it's good to know that it's there, and we've got
Absolutely.
that option. What do these ones do?
Oh yeah, nah. Negative 1 to drama, no!
Oh no, Izza would never accept that. What is our drama right now? It's 5. It's pretty high.
It's pretty high, but I feel that it's giving us some lovely dialogue.
It does. Yeah, yeah.
The other
Okay.
one that might be nice that sort of people talked about was conceptualization. Might be nice to add
Just
some
gonna
to.
hone down here and get whatever's in this.
We got the bag on. We might have bottles. Oh yeah!
Okay.
I'm so glad to be playing this.
Yeah, feels like it's been ages.
It's been a
How
couple
long
of
has it been?
weeks. It has been a few weeks, maybe? Yeah, it has been a few weeks. Friends, it's still, is it?
It's February.
It's February now. It's the
Should
very
we talk
start
to
of
this guy
February.
before we go inside?
Yeah. Let's talk to the smoker because then we've got all the drivers that we know of out of the way. Hey,
Still
friends.
It's
here.
interesting to me.
Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Sorry how
What's
creaky
up?
my chair is. One day I will replace it. It's interesting to me how fun this game is, even when we're just kind of wandering around
I know.
with a plastic bag full of bottles. Used bottles.
We can sell the used bottles though. Everything has potential.
Oh, this is a perfect question because I'm not actually asking about the drugs.
No. Oh, we've tried that one before.
Do you know about a lady
I don't want to
driver?
talk about that.
Oh.
Oh.
Should we go with the second one, which is I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. It looks like she may be involved in drug trafficking. Or do you want it to be a little bit more light touch on the top and do the top one perhaps.
I'm torn. You decide.
Oh, I was going to go with the second one, but I'm
Man, I was
happy with
hoping
either.
she'd catch a break.
Oh.
All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some mastermind evildoer. And I don't know where she is.
Ooh, some good questions here.
Who is the... Well... Yeah, who is this
Thank
person?
God I don't know. People here call her the Lady Driver. She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I see why.
Isn't that the name of a movie, Lady Driver?
Yes.
Again, not a lie as far as you can tell.
I love drama.
Who is
A
she to
friend?
you?
An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, but rat her out anyway. What
A
does she look
youngish
like?
woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Nice.
Then she may have dyed it again.
When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
How much drug trafficking do you have to do before you just are a bad person?
I don't know. This is a really interesting question because I don't think drugs are necessarily bad. I think like having them criminalized instead of having it as a health issue is kind of like. Anyway, but in
I
saying
read the
that,
same book as you did. Yeah.
in saying that, unscrupulous people take advantage of the fact that it is illegal and.
And people are vulnerable.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of complexity in there. So she could be a good person. She could be a bad person. We actually don't know.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
Okay, well, at least you're being straight up with us. Thank
It
you.
won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
The other thing I wanted to say is it's kind of like drug mules, right? Like how much harm are they doing? / how much are they being taken advantage of? /
Yeah.
how vulnerable are they? / they've made a decision, so how much of that should land on their shoulders? It's kind of like I said, quite,
Yeah, it is complicated.
yeah, and whilst there's the law, yeah, I think it's a
I wasn't
complex
so much thinking a law perspective. I was thinking of a like
harm perspective.
enabling harm. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But you're quite right to point out that lots of people who are involved in drugs are themselves being
Exploited.
exploited. Yeah.
Or having their situation leveraged against them, or maybe
Or
it's
have
just what they're
literally
doing.
no other choices.
Or maybe it is just what they're doing. I don't know. Or they don't know, or like I said, we don't know enough about her situation to, I think, make a judgment on her character, but we do know that we want to speak to her.
I don't believe you.
You said she's troubled. How?
Yeah.
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over.
I.e. depression.
And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
Holy shit, the second option is terrible.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
That's a good question.
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that.
Okay.
We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind,
Ooh, her mind?
Mind?
the way it worked, the trouble it was giving her.
When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
No one has. No one has.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one.
Oh no, he's a dick.
The grey-haired woman. Maybe she knows something.
Okay.
Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances, and he's okay with others ratting her out.
Oh, that's
He just
interesting.
doesn't want it on his own conscience, right?
Yeah, that
Push
would be
Tommy,
my.
and it will break his heart and his spirit.
Nah, I'm not gonna
Don't
push him.
expect him
Okay,
to
I
help.
support you on that.
Although
Although what you just said is the top option, but you think that, you don't say that to him, right?
I'll drop it for now.
Okay.
Fine, I will drop the matter for now.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again.
What, you are smoking?
It'd help with my rhymes, too.
Okay, so we can come back and say we've changed our mind and presumably pressure him. So
Okay.
let's see where we get to with other people. Because
Right.
he's like one of the few people I like. I don't want
Right.
to be a dick to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to go ask the lady driver now? Or
Yeah,
go
yeah.
inside?
Can we ask Pale Driver? That would be awesome. Because it was just kind of, it's nice to get our teeth into this
How do you get
particular.
to her?
It's nice to get our teeth into this particular quest because we know it's potentially time limited.
Come on.
I have to say, navigating in this game is always a adventure.
Yeah.
She up
I
here
wish there
somewhere.
was an auto
There she is.
run.
There she is.
There she is.
You can do with the keys. It's no better. This is not
The
terrible though,
woman
because in
is still hunched over the railing,
Sorry.
her head
There you go.
swaying to the music, her eyes looking at nothing in particular.
whilst I just had a mini gripe about the controls, I actually think that sometimes the clicking can be really good because you're like, I have no clue how to get there, but if I just click there, my character's
Yeah,
going to figure it out. So that can be really good.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
Oh, let's ask that
Are
question.
you the lady driver?
You just call me a lady, Herife.
Sure.
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Ooh, so second
I
one.
was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of?
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Who's the female driver I was told of? Or do you want me to ask these
I
first?
do. Yeah. Do you mind?
Why are you scary to the people who used to know?
Because
you?
they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. You said the long haul. That's...
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just...
She hums along as if to a track on repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
You feel very cold suddenly, as if standing face to face with a terrifying adversary. Then the feeling dissipates, and all you see is an aging woman.
I feel like Harry/Raphael and this lady kind of vibe.
I think so too. Well, kind of.
Like,
She doesn't
she's
like us a
more
lot.
experienced than he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air.
Okay,
You don't
cool.
hear any vocals.
Who is the female driver?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Cool.
Okay, thank you. That's all I need to
Awesome.
know. Okay, her mind is now elsewhere. We did gain something during
5
that.
experience, I think it was.
I think we must have leveled up because now we've got a skill point. I don't know why this was highlighted. The
Is
jam mystery. Who find out who the lady driver is.
can we go to the dice maker now? Can we just check in?
We can. I really want to do this thing that everyone's asked us to do to talk to
the lady inside. Yeah.
So if you don't mind.
Yes.
Because someone even said we should talk to Pale Driver after we've talked to the lady inside.
So we're going to speak with Pale Driver again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Come on, lads. Run faster!
Use your feet. Oh, I was editing one of these, and I don't know what it was. It was just the exact intonation you used. I've told you this, where you said something like, come along.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it just stuck with me. And it really
It was
tickled me.
like classic Momoism.
Yeah, it was
Right,
tickled me
Lena.
just right.
What's up?
Ooh,
Oh,
I
that's
just
probably
say it.
good, actually. I was thinking we needed to
Oh,
save.
hello, dear. There you are again.
Ooh.
Okay, so I think this is the question everyone's been asking us to say. So you don't notice this about me, but actually I've lost all my memory of the world and myself and have no idea what I'm doing.
Let's get into it.
You can see why we didn't want to say this,
Because we're
but
hiding it from people, aren't we? Yeah.
kind of. Like, we want to have people to have faith in us.
Surely things can't be that bad.
Oh, they are.
You sense that she won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Oh, shit. Things aren't bad. They're catastrophic.
Sure.
You know where we are, right?
A war zone at the edge of the world?
Yeah, sorry. I was just reading the last one, which is Unhinged, and I love, so I am happy with either of them. So the bottom one was We're Dead Haunting Each Other, We're Ghosts, and the other one was A War Zone at the Edge of the World. I like them both.
Same. Let's be a
Now,
bit more
now.
unhinged. She tilts her head and looks up at you with maternal solicitude.
We are alive in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. And the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol.
Oh, she's been so patient and kind with us.
Revachol is the disgraced capital of the world, something like that.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes. Great, see? We're getting somewhere. What else do you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she may be.
Honestly, I don't really know anything about Revachol.
Oh my. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
Oh, are we?
No, I think I'm interested on her outlook on life.
Yeah, she's got a
Yeah.
very positive take. I don't feel like anybody else that we've interacted with has the same feelings about the city.
No.
No, just Alpha, just change the mic.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally. Everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
So she's one of those people who hasn't been to anywhere else, but it's like, this is the best place.
Well, I'm wondering if she's seeing beauty in the, you know, how you do it. I think it's a nice thing to do, which is seeing the beauty in what is your mundane. But everyone's
Yeah.
mundane is not necessarily mundane.
I love how you and I just had like a classic cynist optimist
Oh, yeah?
reaction to the same thing.
Yeah, but I think it's.
Cynic.
What was I going to say? It's. We're both viewing the same thing, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Genuinely no.
I think it's 51.
It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am.
Let's get into it.
There. The year is
nice
51
work,
and
is it?
spring is only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
Ah.
Sure hope so,
she
friend.
looks flustered, her hands smoothing out the creases in her blanket, even as she attempts to reassure you. The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin.
I mean, he hasn't taken our amnesia seriously this whole time, so
No. Well,
that's interesting.
he
That
kind of has. Yes and no, right?
it keeps being like, you know, once your headache passes, your
I'm
memory will
beginning
go
to
back.
suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
All right.
Outside, spring rain seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets, and into grated storm drains, all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first maybells blossom.
Oh, pretty.
I can tell that this is
Whoa.
taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under?
Oh
what
shit,
mode of government?
do we know this?
Well, we know that there was a rebellion and they were put down, and then it's kind of like a UN that's in charge, and then there's someone else that they've put in charge, right?
Okay, so our options are some kind of democracy, maybe, but it doesn't sound what it is. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Then we've got our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds.
We're governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary.
Shit.
Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women.
Oh no.
Cop. We're living on the cop regime.
I like number 4. No. Oh,
I feel like I like 2 or 6 just to be like completely nuts.
yeah. I'm happy with 6.
Okay.
Cop. We're living under the cop regime.
Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol.
Ooh.
Give it
Wartime
another
officer.
chance.
What mode of government?
Shit. You pick one.
I'm going to go with this.
Sweetie, it's really not. There used to be people who thought that way, other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
Well,
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
Sorry. If there's no government, how come there are cops? And I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed.
this one?
Yeah.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got.
I mean, we know the answer to this. If there's no government, how come there are cops? Because Kim told us that there's like they're not cops technically, are they? They're something militia.
We're making faces at each other. Yes, we do know this. I can't recall the exact specifics of it, but it's kind of like legislated. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't really any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense.
Yeah.
The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
So how did I do?
You didn't do very well, dear.
Oh.
It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
Sure
A
is.
sigh. The lieutenant throws his nose in his notebook.
Kim does not want to have to deal with an amnesic partner.
Maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Blah, 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 blah.
She means
okay.
this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Tell us a little bit more about this revolution, because
Yeah.
people keep talking about it and we don't know much about it.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new. Something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
So we were talking about we don't kind of understand how the cop thing works. We do, kind of. Kim was telling us that we basically, like this place here it's not really governed. Not really. Yeah, so that's why it's kind of a
Yeah, but
a no zone.
the cops are a acknowledged people organized militia.
Yeah.
So they're not police in the formal sense.
In kind of like a state sanctioned sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
Just turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a police officer.
Right.
Okay.
Of course. Then, I don't know, someone rich maybe. Wealthy people are educated, though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Okay.
But thank you, sweetie. You did make me forget about my worries for a while.
She smiles up at you, but concern is creeping back into her expression. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Right.
I'm not quite sure what that added to the situation, but
Can we... Is now an okay time to check with the dice person? I'm happy to leave it for the next episode, but...
when did we see her? Did we see her in the morning?
Yeah, look, I'm... What's the time
I feel
now?
like it was in the morning.
It's 4:37 now.
Unfortunately, our diary thing doesn't say...
When?
Oh, it does.
8. Okay.
8 a.m. Okay, so it's definitely ready. So let's go get our
Or
dice.
close, yeah. Okay, cool.
Right?
Yeah.
8 hours has passed since 8 a.m. Yeah.
8. Yeah,
Go through here, right?
I think so.
And then... Oh, yeah. This might not have been the fastest way, but whatever.
No, it's all good.
I turned this back on, eh? Yeah, I did. Oh, that's right. There's still a fucking corpse in here.
Oh, shit.
La,
Let's
la,
not
la.
worry about it.
We don't need to go look at that, and we certainly don't need Kim to know that its boots are gone.
Oh, I'm not quite sure how we're going to explain that.
I reckon we blame it on Kuno. Oh, wow. It's super dark when we don't have our
Yeah, I can't see anything.
torch.
I think it's a fabulous idea. Let's just blame it on Kuno.
Cool.
That's heaps better. It's kind of a spooky's not quite the right word. It's
It is spooky.
yeah. Hey,
Hey, what's up?
we paid her already, eh?
I don't think
Oh,
we did.
it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Why are our dice not ready? 4 p.m. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Oh. We need to wait 1 more hour.
Is it okay?
No. Did we say 8 hours or 9 hours?
Well, let's just check, shall we?
Pick up dice. 8.
Yeah, so it should be ready. Maybe we just need to.
Pick up from the doomed commercial area and be sure to have some money with you.
Let's just. Oh, we do have a new quest, and that'll be from Lena. Get a reality lowdown.
You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person.
You know who's rich? Joyce.
That's true. She is. She's very rich and well educated.
it's
I
you
guess
again,
I'll ask
honestly.
her something else.
Yeah. I found a strange machine. What's that? What machine did we find? Let's just ask, eh?
Oh, it might be the audio thing that we found.
Fortress Accident, the radio
Yes.
game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up on her face.
Do you know the password?
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw 2 of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat. Behind her curtains on a cigarette
They
break.
seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
I love how much they're hassling themselves when they're writing this stuff. From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
So our options are, well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard, and that's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great, and you're right. They should have just tried harder. They had everything needed to succeed. Maybe number 2?
Yeah.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic disc.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Whoop.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Pretty.
Anything else?
Give me my dice! That's enough for now.
Good. I hope it clarified things.
I'm just going to open up the thing
Oh,
again in
it's
case
you
enough
again.
time...
Are you looking for a duck?
Nope. Okay,
I'm wondering
well,
if we spend a little bit more time, because we got it at, what, like 12 past 8 or something like that. If we just wait another hour.
Yeah.
It has been 8 hours for sure.
I actually suspect that it might come up and tell us. Like, it might pop up and be like, this much enough time in the past. But I don't know if that is correct.
Yeah, it's worth just using your Witcher sense through here, because I'm not sure we had our bag.
We did not have our bag when we were here last.
So you never know what might be lurking around that we can, you know, shove in our, I was going to say pockets, but it's the bag.
Are we going to give Agnes, or whatever her name is, a complete fright when we pop out of here?
Probably.
Just gonna look around as per Iz's comment.
Just never know. Never know what we can pilfer.
Apparently we never looked at this. Gift books and molten
Oh,
candy.
that's yours, not mine.
Okay. Well, what are we gonna do now, Izza?
Great question.
Oh, we gotta do the apartment door thing.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if we want to do that right now.
Well, what else can we do?
Yeah.
Can't do that.
No. Can't do that.
That's not happening for a few hours. That's tomorrow. That's down. We can't do that yet. We could
Oh,
try
we
doing
interrogate them
that.
again? Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. Call Alice back. Do you want to call Alice back?
Where was that one?
Run the number on the Victor's. It's the one just there.
Don't we have to do that in another day?
I guess so.
Didn't we call her today?
Is that when we got... Is that the second one that's crossed out? Did we
Yeah,
do
I
that
think
today?
so.
Cool, cool, cool. Ask him to tell you about the case. It's at night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okie dokes. So let's go and have a chat with these people
Interrogate
again,
some
because
folks.
obviously... Oh, look, that rubbish bin.
Yes.
Oh, goodies.
What's this? Have we been in here? Oh, is this the? That's the pawn shop, eh?
No, that's
that's the
we've
entrance
just
to
done a
the
loop.
thing.
Yeah. Cool.
Had
All
a
right.
thought for
Yeah.
a second there about something we could do. Damn it, I've lost it.
Could speak with Joyce. She's rich.
We could speak with Joyce. She is rich. Let's just see if these dickheads have anything more to say. I suspect they
Yeah.
won't.
No, but... Because we tried to sort of tread lightly, didn't we? But it wasn't very
What is
productive.
this window situation?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Yeah, do that.
It's not time yet. Look at that. -12.
It's not time yet.
I think
It's
that we
not
should
time
not
yet.
click this one for a change.
It's not time yet. That's interesting. What is the time? It's an evening. Maybe nighttime or morning then? Squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's
that help?
still too cold outside.
No. Okay, revert then. That's interesting. Okay,
I reckon that means that we can spy on them.
I think you're probably right. We sort of
We kind of thought that already,
supposed
yeah.
that, but we hadn't really.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. Fuck it, let's just ask him.
Did you kill the
The
guy
pretty
out the
boy.
back?
You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
I mean, there's literally why we're here.
We wouldn't be here if that wasn't for that.
But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Okay. Number 3 is I have spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. Fuck it, let's get in there.
Yes.
It is fucking bizarre. A magic man. A goddamn magician.
The lieutenant waits for your reply, patiently. His foot taps only a little. He said they killed him. These uninitiated do not understand the fineries of runic science.
Oh, wow, we're going to tell him. Well, we do have a decent drama. We could lie. Maybe we should start with some of the other ones. I wonder if we get to say them all. Maybe not.
Great question. What did he actually say killed him?
He said love did him in. And maybe he did say the other ones too, but maybe he said communism, but the occult vision was, I think the last 3 are all kind of true. Maybe. Definitely love did. But are you tempted to lie?
I'm very tempted, but I'm also just as curious about how this guy will react to us telling him the truth.
Ooh, I like that. Do you want to say love?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said love did him in.
Well, fortune teller. You might be onto something. They don't just end up in trees for nothing.
That is interesting.
There was a speck of truth in there for him. You accidentally touched something.
Ooh, good on you.
Ah. Now I'm wondering if there's a connection with the missing lady driver.
Oh.
We had something else. Besides the occult vision.
We had to
True.
have something. His foot tapping has become less patient now.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt, like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
Okay.
We did this together, all of us, until he was dead.
But,
That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
So you just confessed to murder?
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
What? We got our task complete though.
What?
How does this work?
Has she just said no on top of him saying yes? I mean, that's not how lawyers work. Like, if
No.
someone said that they did something, then the lawyer saying no, they didn't, doesn't override their confession.
No, but I do wonder if actually what she's talking, because she was talking to us kind of about jurisdictional stuff.
Yeah.
So even if they confess, I do wonder how. Anyway, let's have a look.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
I don't know how that works in other countries, but you just all get charged here.
I think it's because of that issue of the fact that the union has the power in the city, and there's this kind of like, we've been told that we've got to be really careful, or it's us who will disappear.
How about why? How about us? Then why?
Yeah, I want to know why. Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in
Aren't they-
my town.
I don't know if they're mercenaries as such, but aren't they contracted? They're not actually part of the union?
these guys.
Remember, that's what
Yeah,
someone
it's
said?
a little bit confusing. So he was a mercenary.
And he stepped out of line.
What did
What
he do?
kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoi and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
So he knows what the tattoos mean.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
We also not just strongly suspect, but Joyce almost all but said that these not strike breakers, but the people protesting, quote unquote, outside, we thought one was a plant.
Yeah.
We asked Joyce that, and she was like, couldn't say. Even if it was, that would be a company secret.
Yes. I mean, that was kind of obvious, but whether she also hired a mercenary, like, what are you wanting a mercenary to do?
I guess not necessarily. They might not necessarily be killed. Yeah, but that's a great question. How do you know he was in Special Forces?
Because one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
All right.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a
Really?
charmer.
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
Okay.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there. Like some kind of animal.
They're all opening up to us. I'm really glad we asked this question.
Yeah.
Sire, the tale is true.
Ooh.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Okay, hang on, second one. Okay, beside crimes against karaoke, what did you do wrong? That one.
Wrong. He harassed women.
Oh,
raped
shit.
one. Harassed workers. Threatened to kill some as a warning.
Well, that's not okay.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
Great question.
He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
Harass workers threatened to kill someone as a warning.
To kill us all if we don't open the gates. If we don't let the scabs in. If we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant's trying to make sense of the flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
He shakes his head with disbelief.
Should we go with the top one, which was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Okay, so
Yeah,
more than one woman's
me and
been
Eugene
assaulted.
got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot.
There's something odd here.
Like they've rehearsed that information.
Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, well then who did he rape then? This is a serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
I mean,
That was a
can
failure.
I just say, as a completely random aside, like I realize in this situation we are the cops, but, you know, ACAB, if I was in their position, I'd be like, fuck off, we're dealing with our own problems.
Absolutely. And also the second thing that I was thinking about was this person can choose to report it to the cops themselves, the person who's being raped.
Yeah,
You
I mean, I
know?
guess the only thing is that it's relevant to the case, right?
Sure, I guess so, but also these things don't usually end in prosecution. It's a really horrific process.
Yeah.
You know,
You
if
don't
someone doesn't wanna
necessarily
bring it
want
forward-
to kind of like out someone, not out, that's the wrong word, like expose someone to that if they are choosing not to deal with all that extra trauma if they don't want to.
Okay, so what else do we want to ask?
I'd be open to number 1.
Yeah, okay.
How many people have you
Oh, sorry,
sent to
I
the
should've read that out.
Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
The question was, you murdered him just like that, no remorse.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it was worse than dying.
Sorry, I just read the last option. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've seen beyond bars.
I'd be okay with it, but I also feel like that will reduce their faith in us, and right now we're on a good kind of plane with them a little bit.
Yeah, and it's interesting that they are saying they're equating sending someone to the jail as the same as lynching somebody, and they're not the same thing.
That's true.
Although I don't know what the jails are here are like, but I do think it's what we do is different. But I don't think what we're saying there is quite right. So what we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. I don't think that's quite right. What I'm saying is it's a false equivalent.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what
all
I'm
of these are
saying.
kind of a little bit tricky
They're all
responses.
a little bit tricky. So I'm happy with whatever you feel most comfortable with. But I just wanted to say I don't think that's a one for one. When this guy says, "What about you?"
I don't know what to say. Like, I feel okay, semi-okay with this one, but I feel like that's just going to reinforce what they've said. Well, they're like, well, he was a bad person too.
And then also, is that necessarily true? Don't know. Maybe not, because the
Maybe not.
Lord isn't necessarily.
A perfect measure of justice.
Well, yeah, I was going to say it's not. People make laws, which means they inherently have some bent to them. Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Izza, pick for me.
I kind of just want to ask, good old flip a coin, pick a number. Let's not do that. We need to make a choice. Let's do the bottom one.
Okay.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this,
Wasn't right.
Titus?
Okay, that was not
Ain't
such a
no
good option.
use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you kill him? We know they lynched him, but anyway.
Let's ask it just to see if we
We
can get any
hanged
more
him up by
information.
his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Sure.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school? Idiot.
You were like trumping around a lot.
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
Well, if he'd been knocked out by someone smashing a bottle over his head.
We... Look, I'm not gonna
Ooh.
play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
What do you think?
I don't know. I just feel like this is very. I was thinking he was already dead. No.
I don't think he was already dead.
He was
but may have been
unconscious?
unconscious.
I don't recall what our field
The fact that
autopsy.
he's hiding this information, though, and he hasn't hid that they actually killed him,
It's quite intriguing.
it's quite intriguing, and it makes me wonder whether actually there's somebody else involved,
and they're hiding it.
the odd soul, and they're hiding it for some reason. Maybe
this?
they're trying to protect somebody.
Yeah. I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clapped him in the back of the head.
Okay.
He went down like a sack of sand.
Did we see that on the autopsy? A knock on the head?
That's
so.
right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first.
Ooh.
Then see if it all adds up.
Okay, hang on. Do we want to try? Because sometimes, and you've pointed this out in the past, sometimes when we ask some of the other questions,
something, we get like an extra point. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you use to...
But I do want to try that check. Anyway. Yeah, Mr. Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing,
Ooh,
no
did that go
uncalled
up?
for
Did.
details.
It went up quite a lot.
Yeah.
Where did all this
Right
action
fucking
take
here.
place?
Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
That doesn't seem right. Because there would have been more witnesses then, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Crossing our fingers, everybody. This is a red check and cannot be retried.
Well, look, yep, let's go.
Actually, they're admirably, surprisingly composed. The
They're
entire
so
week,
frustrating.
Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
It is so frustrating.
Look, that was as best we could do, right? That sucks.
All of them? Maybe one of them is fidgeting or cracking under
Well,
pressure?
this one, but he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
Okay, I've got other questions.
Like what, Copper?
Who called the shots?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a hardy boy without arresting all hardy boys.
Why wouldn't we arrest them all?
Because they'll resist.
Sure.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Ooh. What do you want to do? Because we can either address Elizabeth or address Titus. I kind of like just ignoring that and going to address Titus. Like, all right, but who calls the shots around here?
I mean, it's pretty obvious that he calls the shots when it's these guys. But I
Yeah.
think that question of whether there's someone else behind the scenes, that's what I'm trying to figure out, which of these questions is more likely to draw out that information.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe.
I just feel like he shoots his mouth off a little bit, whereas Elizabeth, I don't think will tell us anything.
Yeah.
Who do you fucking think does?
Yeah.
Ooh. We might rile him up if we pick someone else, which might be cool. Good.
I kind of want to ask this one.
Unless it's her, of course.
No, I
The
think
odd soul.
I think that's the odd soul. For someone who's not here.
Oh, I thought she might be the odd soul. We haven't seen her shoes yet. But yeah, maybe they're not here. Okay, the one who's missing, the big dick.
Titus, no one was thinking.
Ooh.
That there's any question who's the leader. That's how he would have ended it. Titus won't let him.
No. Fuck no! The big dick is right here, asshole. You're looking at it. Right.
Okay.
Fucking here.
Yeah, he's upset. He wouldn't be
Disregard
upset.
the outburst, officer. None of the boys have any comments on their power relations. That night, they acted as one. That's all.
Okay. This has turned out to be quite fruitful.
Yeah, weirdly so. I've just asked this so that we've asked all the questions, even though we know when it occurred.
When did the hanging incident
You
occur?
don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known him?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Well, like, how long have you been in town?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town.
There you go.
Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interest in
So there's
things to
someone
say
else.
when you ask her hard enough.
That's really interesting because She told us that there was a Wild Pines representative here first,
Yes.
who then bailed,
Yes.
and then she was sent in. She didn't tell us that there was anyone else at all.
No, that there was a
third person.
Yeah, that they're calling a mercenary, right? Yeah.
No. What I mean is, I'm interpreting this, and maybe I'm wrong. Like, it sounds like he was being sarcastic, but he didn't say it like a sarcastic statement there.
Oh no, I think he's referring to Joyce.
See, I was wondering whether he was not being sarcastic, and he meant... Because then he was like, you know what? Why don't you ask her, Joyce, not this person that I'm talking about here?
No, it's not how I'm interpreting, but you could be right. I'm just... Because he's pretending to mull it over, like... Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end.
Let's step
Don't
into
waste your last
Titus.
questions.
Okay, so why don't I just arrest you?
Lawman. Why don't you?
Okay.
It's almost an anthropological sight watching him try to assert dominance over you.
I've got this torch in your eyes. I've got a plastic bag full of empty bottles, and I'm wearing gardening gloves. Watch out, mister.
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer.
Oh no.
Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Okay.
I really like a spreezy core because it's this...
Kim mind reading ability. Yeah, I'm not going to go any closer because I feel like this is the kind of game where a shootout can just happen and then you'll die.
And we'll die.
have to go back and repeat all those questions. So
Fuck that.
I don't want to do that. I'm going to back off.
It's just
Wise move. You made the right choice there.
Okay. But I was
Now
curious.
make another one and get the fuck out of our booth.
All right, well,
We're
what are you
not
going to do
gonna
now?
Do this again.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
Oh, I thought we were asking him that, but instead she turned it around like I was asking it about myself.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Nice work, Kim.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Hey, thanks, Titus, for not beating us up.
So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
Well, fuck it. It's a white. Let's do it. It's God, like that was 3%. Fuck it. It's white though. Oh no. What if it?
Yeah, I feel like that is going to blow up in our face.
See, I don't mind doing these white checks. In fact, I really enjoy them. I'm just worried here that he's going to beat our face
He's
in.
going to smash our face in. Yeah. Nah, just, it's not worth it.
Is that it? Are we good? What's happened here?
Yeah, he's just walked away. Okay.
Wow, that was real worth doing.
Fascinating.
I really enjoyed that. I think we're probably done.
Out of time, yeah.
Friends.
I'll just quickly check how that's changed our quests. Prove your authority to Titus Hardy. Well, I certainly am not going to do that now.
Okay, cool. So we can come back to that later.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah, I don't know why this keeps coming up as yellow when nothing has changed. Maybe there's something we can interact with that we haven't looked at. Maybe that's why it's upset.
Nah. I think maybe next time we'll go back to the dice person and see if we can get our dice.
Yeah.
It's been another hour. Yeah, I enjoyed that one
and
a lot.
maybe go hassle Joyce a little bit more. Now that we know more about this mercenary, see if we can get her to confess that she sent them. Maybe
Yes.
she's got information about them.
Although, yes, no, I think you're right.
And maybe also they can help us with the amnesia a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Plus, we've got to spend a bit of time, and then the day will be over, and we can move down the down the... We can move to a new map, presumably.
Oh, once the
lock is open.
Yeah. Okay, friends. I hope you have a lovely cup of tea. You're well rested, and
If any of you... Oh, no, that check is still open. I was going to say if any of you did do the authority thing with a 3%, tell us what happened, but if we may come back to it.
if we don't get it, we'll ask.
What was it? Can you remember? I'll check the recording.
Cool.
So and write it down for us.
Take care, friends, and we will catch you next time.
See you then.
Bye.